What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus. This is the NFL 2014 season division playoff picks, the flu version. I'm sick, that's why I'm going to look extra busted in this video, but I promised I was going to do a face cam version of this for you guys. Shit. I feel like I don't even know what I feel like right now, but I want to put this video out and fulfill my promise. So we're gonna go into this really quick. My last week's picks pretty bad, considering that I totally blew all of the AFC wildcard games. I expected much more fight from both of those teams, and neither one of them had that much fight to give. Pittsburgh and Cincy got bounced pretty easily. Did cool in the NFC though, because I was able to pick those two right. So 2 and 2. That's cool. That's cool. But we're moving on to this divisional stuff. We're gonna start first with the AFC. I'm looking at it right now. I had to pull it up because I'm kind of in a NyQuil haze right now, so bear with me. But first off, we got Baltimore and New England, a rematch of that playoff game where Baltimore was that damn close. That damn close. That was a touchdown, by the way. I don't care what nobody say, but they were that damn close to taking out New England. Of course, New England went on to, I believe that was the year they lost to the Giants. So that was a really good game. But Baltimore gets a chance at redemption. Tom Brady, of course, being Tom Brady, has had a great year. New England did their thing. They took care of their division quite handily. Had a solid season. That being said, even though they've been teetering on the border of mediocrity and have played some questionable football this season, I think Baltimore really does have a legit chance to take out the Patriots. I think the Patriots should win since they have all the advantages with home and all of that, but I just have this feeling that Baltimore is going to show up, and it shouldn't be that surprising because when Baltimore makes the playoffs, they do work. They have never made the playoffs and not at least won one game, I think, over the last 5-6 years. They are very competitive. Once they make the playoffs, they are a scary team. They seem to pull everything together like that last game against Pittsburgh. I'm not totally surprised that they won. It's just the fashion that they won. They took it to Pittsburgh. They took Pittsburgh out of the game. And I was not expecting that of Baltimore. Of course, Le'Veon Bell might have been a huge deciding factor too. But Baltimore did play well. You can't take nothing from them. Baltimore played a hell of a game. So I'm going to have to go with Baltimore in this one. I just think that right now they're one of those teams that got the hot hand. And the Patriots, for all the good they've done over the years and for how competitive they've been, they haven't been that team that we celebrate them for, to be quite honest, in my opinion. I just don't think that they have been that, they've been that championship contending team, but not that championship team. And I think Baltimore's out to prove something, and I think they want that revenge. So I really think Baltimore's going to get this. Don't ask me why, but I really do. I mean, the Patriots win, it's status quo, but Baltimore wins. I think that'll be sort of a surprise for most of us. Alright, moving on. We have Indianapolis going to Denver. Peyton's old team's coming to his new team's home. Peyton's had a little shaky second half of the season. People have been trying to talk that, he's old, he's almost done stuff. I don't think he's done yet. I think he got about 2 more years in him. Peyton Manning, I think, is going to definitely be ready for this playoff game. I wish Denver had a running game. If Denver had a running game, I would be very confident in saying Denver would go to the Super Bowl, because if they had a top running game, it would be the John Elway situation all over again, where you have a nice veteran quarterback who just needs some help and not have to carry the load to win for the team. If he had that, I would definitely put them up as Super Bowl contenders. By the way, I picked Baltimore. Just on a side note, beforehand, when people would ask me who I thought was going to be in the Super Bowl, I said New England and Seattle. So that should tell you something right there, that Baltimore has impressed me enough to make me shaky on my Super Bowl pick. But that's neither here nor there. Going back to Indianapolis, Denver. I think Denver's going to take this. Colts, they took advantage of the Bengals. Bengals once again proved that they're just not ready for prime time. Of course, not having AJ Green didn't help, but Indianapolis did have a solid win. Andrew Luck had a good game, but I always feel like the Colts come in handicapped because they run through their division so easily. People get mistaken that they're really that good, whereas you have teams like Denver who play in a more competitive division, who have some real battles inside their conference to feed off of. They're ready for this, and I think that the Colts are going to come in there and possibly get slammed. Definitely have Denver winning this one. I don't think the Colts honestly have a realistic chance, but who knows? Again, Peyton's been playing shaky, so we'll see how that goes. Next up, Dallas and Green Bay, or as people have been joking, Sports Nation pretty much did their predictions, and when they predicted this game, they had the referees over the Packers. Look, people, as a Redskins fan, I can't even sit here and tell you that one play was necessarily the end-all, be-all. I mean, they reversed the call. Okay, fine. Should have Des Bryant have got a penalty? Probably not, because he didn't do anything but walk out and say something to the officials, and they told him to get back. He didn't go overboard like Des Bryant can go. So, it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Detroit shouldn't have been put in that position anyway, because Detroit had them beat. Detroit should have took them out. They had several opportunities to put the nail in the Cowboys' coffin, especially in the first half. They didn't do it, and they let them creep back in the game, and they let them win that game. So, calling on the officials all you want. I blame more on Detroit kind of choking with, I guess, a slight assist maybe to the officials. But yeah, it's mostly on the onus is mostly on Detroit. Detroit shouldn't have surrendered that lead like that. That's just my opinion. But I don't think it's gonna matter this time, because I think Aaron Rodgers is ready. He's had that time off to heal. He played good even coming in after the injury last time he played against Detroit. Aaron Rodgers ready. He's primed. He's pumped. I think the Cowboys are going to play competitively, but eventually hit a brick wall, and that brick wall is going to fall on them. And the brick wall's name is going to be Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is playing phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, Tony Romo's great. Dez is great. DeMarco Murray, that right there to me is my MVP of the year. But I just think the surgeon is just going to go ahead and do a masterful operation on the Cowboys defense right now. If the Cowboys had a really solid pass rush, that would help them, but they're not a big rushing team, and there's just too many weapons for Aaron Rodgers to go to. I think they're going to do well offensively, but I think on the defensive end, Cowboys are going to struggle, and that's going to lead to their downfall. So, going with the Packers there. And the last game, Carolina at Seattle. This is kind of a repeat. Was this done last year or something like that? I remember, only reason I say that because I remember Madden making me play this matchup before starting Madden 15. So, yeah, I think this is a repeat. But Carolina is going against Seattle, and nice win for Carolina, nice run to make the playoffs. But again, brick wall. That name is Seahawks defense. That is what the Panthers are going to run into, and then get smushed hard. I don't even think the brick wall is going to fall on them. I just think that they're going to hit it, bounce back, and fall off a cliff, because I don't think they have any chance of competing with the Seahawks unless the Seahawks play shaky like they did in the early half of the year. I don't think so, though. They're in. They won their division. They're at home. They're ready. They're rested. They're healthy. They're pumped. They're going to murder the Panthers. So I don't even suggest anybody watch this game unless you're a diehard Panthers fan or you're a Seahawks fan. Because, yeah, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. So there are my picks. Baltimore, Denver, Green Bay, and Seattle. All right. Let me go pass out my NyQuil Haze. You guys hit me up. Let me know what you think. And as always, I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.